aka Bullets, YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Kevin Shiftway will start at pole position for the 27th race, where Brick Hicks would lead the most laps with 368, and Tony Gasworth lose the tire while racing. Jeff Burnton would somehow jump over the tire. I don't know. And Sterling Carlin would go airborne on lap 445 because of Todd Marcus. Why? And Dale Earnhardt Jr. would almost win the 27th race, but in the end, Hall Ingus would win the 27th race of 2004. Jeremy Carfield would start at pole position for the 28th race, where Kurt Busch tire would lead the most laps with 381, but Darren Ledfoot would only lose by one car length to the King, who would win the 28th race of 2004. Murray Clutchburn would start at the pole for the 29th race, where the King would lead for 10 laps with his eyes closed. Krusty Roeder would be out next race because of Sammy Smelter. That's gross! Ernie Gearson and Ricky Slodd both lost the 29th race to Joe Brakecheck, who gets his very first win with the 29th race of 2004. No one in this frame has won in the last 9 years. Billy Oilchanger would start at the pole for the 30th race, where the King would lead the most laps with 271, and Casey Corner would be out on lap 405, but his teammate Jeremy Carfield would be the winner of the 30th race of 2004. Jeff Gorvette would start at the pole for the 31st race, where Ricky Slodd is out because of Kevin Karvik. Why? But Eugene Karbareski is out on lap 152 because of Ken Schrader. Well, of course this happens. But Kurt Busch tire is out on lap 287. Kurt Busch tire, don't say that word! Bobby Carboni would be out on the last lap, but since the King was in the lead, he is the winner of the 31st race. Chuck Armstrong would start at pole position for the 32nd race, but sadly, Mike Yankee died. He died as a result of a heat stroke. When he was racing, he overheated from his heat stroke, and then he died. And here is what some other racers had to say. Here's what Jeff Gorvette, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and the King had to say about Mike Yankee's death. Darren Ledfoot would go on to win the 32nd race, but here is what Darren Ledfoot had to say. Hopefully, the Piston Cup officials will learn their lesson and improve the cooling systems. Ruby Easy Oaks would start at the pole for the 33rd race, where Todd Marcus wrecks 20 cars. Why? But Carl Edwards would lead for half the track for 30 laps. Casey Corner would only lose by 15 feet to Kurt Busch tire, who would win the 33rd race of 2004. Kevin Shiftway would start at the pole for the 34th race, where Ken Schrader is out because of Eugene Karbareski. Well, of course this happens. Mark Burnsley would be out on lap 349 because of Tony Gasworth. Why? And Kevin Shiftwright would only lose by 1 foot to Billy Oilchanger, who would be the winner of the 34th race. And look how close that is, but not as close as the 5th race of 2003. The Rocket Ryan Newcar will start at the pole for the 35th race, where Brick Hicks is out on lap 8 because of Todd Marcus, who will be suspended for the rest of the season and the first 5 races of next season. Scott Windows crashes while in the lead again. How? But Ryan Newcar would almost win the 35th race, but in the end, Dale Earnhardt Jr. would win this race. And this sets him up to win the 2004 Piston Cup, assuming that he can beat Jeff Gorvette. The King and Kurt Busch tire are here, just in case if Jeff Gorvette does really badly in the Dynaco 400. But these 4 cars are going to have to wait another season to win the Piston Cup, or in Tony Gassworth and Matt Karzath's case, again.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
The 2004 Dynaco 400 will be coming out soon enough.